International SOS is a global lifesaver, operating from 700 sites across 76 countries. As the world's leading medical and travel security risk services company, it supports over 10,000 international organisations, striving to ensure their staff are safe overseas. While most business travel issues are minor, the occurrence of natural disasters, disease outbreaks, crime and terrorism are, the company says, a reminder of the need to think ahead. International SOS therefore assesses potential risks using its in-country expertise to advise on preventative programs while offering routine assistance and emergency response for business travellers, expatriates and global assignees.
They need their employees to have access to the same kind of medical care and security outside their country of origin as the one that they are benefiting when they are at home. This is what corporations call their duty of care. And we are helping corporations and international organizations, NGOs, to fulfill their duty of care.
Back in 1985, the chairman and CEO of International SOS conceived the business with a childhood friend, a doctor who saw during his military draft in Indonesia how little care was available to corporations outside of a hospital setting.
So the basic idea behind International SOS was to transform what used to be an insurance coverage, helping individuals or employees of corporations in need through an insurance plan, into something which would be of a completely different nature, which would be service-driven, with some doctors and specialists who would deal and take care of individuals outside the hospital environment in Southeast Asia.
Today, from its London headquarters and across the globe, International SOS employs 10,000 people and is led by 1,200 doctors. It serves more than 80% of the Fortune 100 businesses, and its clients range from known high street brands to government organisations and NGOs. Its carefully audited clinics are a reassuring presence in challenging environments, such as developing countries like Nigeria.
The health services aren't able to keep up with all the demands. We're here to add just an additional layer on top of that. We try to provide high quality medical care. In particular, we're providing general support for routine outpatient care, but more importantly, I think we provide excellent emergency medical support. We stabilize patients, we assess them, and then we decide if they need to be treated locally or if they need to be taken out of the country. Partnering with our clients is key. We view our mission as being here to enable them to do their business, to keep their people safe. In Nigeria, we have the most deadly form of malaria present. Our clients are very concerned about this risk to their employees. We provide them with information before the employees come here. We can supply them with the medicines and support to help their employees to prevent catching malaria. And then once they're here, if they do become ill with malaria, we have the clinics and the people to treat them and get them back to health. There's not a typical day in the clinic. We started the morning with a clinic full of patients waiting to see doctors for small things, mothers with children, with simple colds, people with cuts and bruises. But then late in the afternoon, a patient was rushed in who had been involved in a motor vehicle accident. Fractured bones, potentially a serious emergency situation. The doctor stayed with the patient late into the night, and made sure that the patient was stabilized, and then got him settled. Now, one of the ways we're able to do that is our medical staff lives on site, and so they're always available 24 hours a day.
This woman recalls how International SOS helped save her husband's life when he suffered a cardiac arrest.
The way the team mobilized itself and came together to administer first aid to him was amazing. It's the entire human element that comes in. So everybody, the entire team, it's like if there's an emergency here, the entire team sort of just gets there behind you and is there to sort it out the way to the best of their ability.
The company's core values of passion, expertise, respect and care are key in its interaction with patients.
We do have the human touch and make it as comfortable for them as possible. To me, it's very important that when I work in a country is to always respect the culture that I work in. And I think that's the other thing International SOS does well, is to create a cultural awareness when we start working in different countries.
It's being on your toe, attending promptly to your patient, making sure that you treat them with all respect, care and passion, and making sure that you maintain the standard.
We're very, very strong on training, and we have regular training for all our staff, be it nurses, doctors or administrative staff, and they're updated all the time. And we have trainers who come in from outside the country on a regular basis.
I think the real unique point of this organization is the way that we work together as a network. And so that you have, on any given case, you're going to have someone in Indonesia working with someone in the US and someone in Singapore. And the three teams are going to work on the same IT system, they are going to speak live, and they really are going to function as one unit.
Works excellently, because even in a small clinic like this, if we need to talk to a specialist about a particular case that we're handling, be it a cardiologist, be it a radiologist, we have instant access.
International SOS believes it maintains a competitive edge in its market. With 36 global international SOS clinics, 27 assistance centres and over 79,000 accredited security and medical providers supporting its service. Its capabilities and logistical expertise never more apparent perhaps than in the medical evacuations undertaken by its 10 dedicated air ambulances.
I can relate one experience which we recently did last week. It was an oil and gas client from Equatorial Guinea. The patient sustained major trauma, facial trauma. For this specific patient, he required a lot of blood, and through the assistance centres, incredibly, they managed to arrange blood in 3 different countries throughout the journey, just which enabled us to effect a safe medevac, and we managed to transfer the patient. We got him there safely.
I think one of the cases I will never forget in my life is an 11-year-old insulin-dependent diabetic female. The father called our clinic. We responded with our ambulance, brought her to our clinic. We started full ICU treatment, and that child left Nigeria 8 hours later on an air ambulance. And 5 days later, she was discharged from a hospital in South Africa.
Committed to innovation, International SOS has developed and rolled out mobile and digital applications to continuously improve its membership-led services and creatively find new ways of keeping those in its care safe from harm.
This organization, when one listens to stories coming up from the assistance centers, the stories are just extraordinary. It is life transforming. We are really transforming the life and the outlook in life for the people that we are dealing with. And these stories that we are actually pushing to everyone inside the company so that we can all be exposed to them, it is really giving you a special thrill when you listen to them. And as far as I'm concerned, it clearly is a huge drive, because not a day is similar to the other one, and every day is special.